our owls will show respect, live responsibly, and stay safe.
These trees have had an interesting journey. Most trees around here, a Douglas fir tree or cedar tree, you cut it down, you just got a stump. When you talk about a sequoia tree from California, you cut it down, around the stump comes up some little seedlings. And some volunteers took some tissue off those seedlings, and they created these trees, which could grow to be some of the biggest trees in the world. They could be they could grow 2,000 years and be huge. Someday you'll take a trip through California and you'll be able to drive right down the freeway, down the highway, it goes right through the trees. You won't believe how big they are. The stumps are as big as from me over to that tree, the base of the tree. So they're huge. So Mr. Barnes is going to tell you about planting trees, and then we're going to put some birdhouses. And these birdhouses are for violet, not violet, but violet, color violet, green swallows. And who likes to get bitten by mosquitoes? You like to get bitten by mosquitoes?
Yes.
You enjoy that?
I don't want to get it.
Most people don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes. And violet green swallows eat about 200 mosquitoes an hour.
Wait, they're plants that eat?
They take care
Yay!
of mosquitoes. So Mr. Lutz over here is working on the business ready to plant put the birdhouses up. So, Bob, you want to talk about what we're going to do here?
Yeah, so you can see each tree has a shovel by it, so it's better to do it the buddy system. So 2 people for each tree, one to hold onto the tree, the other one to dig the hole. Yeah, we can have upwards of 4 people. And what we want to do is first put the tree in about the same height as the level of the soil. Okay. And then we're going to add some mulch around each one. You can see that dark material? That's compost. Locally produced compost from Silver Springs Organics.
My dad is a gardener and he plants trees sometimes, so I kind of know how to plant trees.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
Hey, we like tree planters. Tree planters are a good thing. We need more trees. That's for sure.
Josh, Cooper, Riley, Macy.
Would you like to say your own name?
Macy.
Awesome. What are you guys doing here today?
We planted a tree.
That tree right there?
Yep.
Whoa, very nice.
There's some compost and soil and then some bark on it.
Okay. Why are we planting trees today?
Because we want to make the air fresh.
Air fresh. And are we celebrating a certain day?
Now we're going to do the
Earth
same
Day.
order of
Earth Day. Very good.
Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week. The word of the week is empathy. Empathy is a noun and means the ability to understand and care about someone else's feelings. Everybody needs somebody. Model and mirror. Put yourself in their shoes. Ask if you can help. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Hurtful or helpful? You feel better and they feel better. 2, 3. Bye, owls. How will you show empathy this week?
So just really quickly, I'm Anthony Brock, principal at McLane Elementary. We're really excited to be here. We have 3 students. They will introduce themselves, and Ralph Monroe is with us as well. And so the students have a brief kind of paragraph they would like to share with you all. And thank you all for your amazing work to support McLane and the greater Thurston County community.
Perfect, thank you.
My name is Brady Babwanden.
Can you come close to the microphone? It's difficult to hear.
Hello, my name is Brady Babwanden, and I am in the 4th grade at McLane Elementary School on Delphi Road. My teacher is Mrs. Bottoms, and we are very happy to make the presentation to the Thurston County Commissioners regarding work that we have accomplished on the trail around our school. Because of the pandemic, we didn't do as much this year, but as in previous years. But we are very proud of our school and want you to know how much we appreciate having these opportunities. The trails give us a good opportunity to get outside and learn about nature.
Great, thank you.
And I am in the 4th grade at McLane Elementary. My teacher is Miss Jensen. This year we planted nearly 5,000 daffodil bulbs along the Ralph Monroe Trail, Delphi Road, and School N15. For the past 4 weeks, people have been really appreciating our flowers, especially along the Evergreen College Parkway. Daffodils are fun to plant, and the entire school watches to see which the plant blooms first. The student that sees the first fully blooming daffodil gets a pizza party for their homeroom. We love our trail. Thank you so much.
I am in the 4th grade of McLane Elementary. My teachers really like the trails behind it. This year we have a lot of fun looking for clues along the trail for mystery contests organized by our teachers. There are a lot of birds, wildlife, plants, and critters that we are learning about as well. 3 weeks ago, our Gardens and Trails Committee organized a work party to clean up along our trail, pick up dead limbs, cut back the limbs, and make a trail safer for everyone. Even though it was raining and cold, lots of volunteer families showed up to help. We love our trail. Thank you so much.
So on this Earth Day, this Ralph Monroe, these kids are really what it's all about since day one. And we sure appreciate what the commissioners and your crew have done for us. The road department has been just magnificent to work with all these years, as well as the sheriff's office, and virtually anybody we called at the county has been very helpful. So thank you so much. And I think you got lots to be proud of in Thurston County, and these kids are going to carry on the legacy. So thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. Commissioner Mejia, any comments or questions or words for the group here?
No, just thank you. This made my morning. After having a hectic morning dropping off kids, this was really fantastic. So thank you so much. And thank you to the kids, for all they do and for helping planting the trees and the flowers. It's so great. It really is. And thank you to Mr. Monroe for being here today as well. I know my kids love going up the trail that has his name on it. So I'm very excited this morning, very happy.
Thank you.
Mr. Edwards?
Well, I think I would just like to point out to these young people that if everybody does a little, boy, we get a lot done. And Ralph's Trail is a good example of that. And so thank you all for everything that you're doing. It really makes a difference. And if like I say, if everybody does a little bit, boy, we can get a lot done in this World Earth Day. Thank you.
Awesome. To the 3 kids who are standing there, raise your hand if you've heard of the word sequestration. No? So you haven't learned it yet, but you're helping us do it because the county has been working on climate change and how we can improve a very difficult situation. And one of the things, and we've adopted a plan with our cities, Olympia, Tumwater, and Lacey, and the county, we're the county government, about how we can work together. And one of the things in that plan is to plant a lot of trees because the carbon, which is the gas we're trying to keep out of our atmosphere, the trees hold it. So I believe it's like 37,000 trees, or there's some kind of calculation as to how many trees we need to plant in order to get to our goals of keeping the air cleaner and the planet cooler, which is good. That word sequestration is just a really fancy word for the trees holding the carbon. And we're working on strategies for how to plant more trees and how to not cut as many trees down of the ones that we have. So you guys are helping us of doing that, and I really thank you for that. And the other thing is the daffodils. I live up by Evergreen State College, so I drive by those every single day, usually 4 or 5 times a day. And I just want you to know that the community sees that and they love it. It's so cool when those bulbs come out. And like I say, it's just part of my daily drive to work and home. So thank you for all that. And I was out there with you either, I don't think it was 2 years ago that I helped with the bulbs, and then over at your trails as well. And it's such a great group. And thank you to Principal Brock for supporting that, and Ralph Monroe. What a great project you guys have out there at McLean with your trails and your tree plantings and all of your projects. So happy Earth Day to you guys. I don't know what else you have planned. Ralph, what do you got?
Earth Day, and that is that we'll start off your goal this afternoon. The kids are going to plant some giant sequoias with Bob Barnes and other community volunteers, Atticus Lutz and others. So we'll start planting those trees this afternoon.
That is something that your kids and grandkids will be astonished. Sequoias, I went to I was a lawyer a long time ago, and I went to law school near in Northern California, near the great giant sequoias, and those forests are just breathtaking. So that's super cool.
Thank you.
Chair?
Yeah.
Do these kids know that we're going to be planting a tree as well today, a cedar tree?
Good.
You guys probably know Bob Barnes, who I know helps out on some of your projects. He brought us a Western red cedar, his favorite tree. And it's a small one, and we're going to plant it here right after we're done with this meeting. We're going to go outside and find a good place to plant that near our county government building.
Good.
Good deal.
Well, thank you.
Ramiro, go ahead, county manager.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids are wearing a smile underneath those masks. So I'd really like to say thank you for joining us this morning. And also I'd like to send a shout out to Mr. Monroe. And over the years, I absolutely admire his commitment to what you do and his involvement with McLane Elementary School. It has been remarkable. So on Tuesday, when the board passed a proclamation of Earth Day, I know you couldn't attend, but really my point of that was your commitment and your leadership as to how you really have taken on your own to make an Earth Day every single day of the year. So thank you very much, Mr. Monroe. From my perspective, I admire you from here to the end of Earth, if that is the case. And thank you, Principal Brock, for your leadership and joining us this morning. And again, this, for me, as Commissioner Mejia stated, that was probably brighten my day to whatever's coming as part of the county business the rest of the day. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care. Goodbye.
We'll see you downstairs.
Wow, what a beautiful day it is here on the McLane Trail. What do you think? Should we go this way? Should we go that way? I don't know which way we should go. Oh, hey, Brandy Rhodes and Jushin Thunder Liger. That looks fun. What are you doing? Hunting for treasure?
Hey, Orange Cassidy. Sort of.
We're letterboxing.
Well, what's that?
Here's how to letterbox.
Grab a paper or notebook to stamp on. You can also use the McLane Trail Stamp Passport, which you can print on the PTSO website or pick up from school.
Read the clues and walk on the McLane Trail to search for the boxes. Be careful to leave no trace and not to crush any plants.
When you find a box, use the stamp and ink pad to stamp on your paper or notebook.
Make sure everything is put back and the box is firmly closed when you put it back where you found it.
Wow, I want to collect all those stamps. Let's go! Woohoo! We found it! This is awesome! Yeah, it is! Are there any more boxes we can find?
There sure are. 4 of them. Here are the clues. Letterbox number 1. Leave the school and enter the McLane School Forest on the left, counterclockwise. Walk past the blue building. Find me hiding in a mossy tree with thin finger-like branches. Don't look too high. If you arrive at the pea fruit rose marker, you've already gone by. See image to the right.
Letterbox 2. Starting at McLane Elementary, walk counterclockwise about 1/4 mile to a square wooden platform on the right. If your knees had eyes, it would be easy to spot.
Letterbox 3. When you leave McLane and head onto the trail to the left, counterclockwise, head up the hill and then most of the way back down. On the way back down the hill, you will see birdhouses on the left. 20 steps before you get to the sitting bench on the right, look for a clump of mossy trees where one looks like it turns into 5. You will find a box nestled in with a bunch of misplaced sticks and twigs. Also, unlike the other boxes, this one is not blue. It's clear.
Letterbox 4. Starting at McLane Elementary, enter the forest trail to the left, counterclockwise. You'll have to travel a half mile to find me, past the backside of the school and the birdhouses too. When you see the Eagle Scout bench on the right, I am almost in view. Right before the trail is going to split, you'll find 2 stumps to have a nice sit. Now look around and you will see some suspicious hollow logs shaped like the letter T. Tucked inside is where you can find me. How many will you find? A big thank you to Girl Scout Troop 41785 for hiding the boxes.